I think he was annoyed because we'd taken the Christmas decorations down.
And I heard the door slam behind me. That shit me up, right? Proper shit me up. I mean, it got quite, like, violent, didn't it?
We are back. Welcome back to yet another spooky Sunday.
This week we are going to give you a bit of an update with everything that's been going on.
It's our monthly update. It's here again.
Yeah, you say monthly, but in the past week we probably had more activity than we had like in the whole of last year. It's been mental.
Not quite.
It's been absolutely crazy. Some of the things that we've
had
go on. So we're going to break it down. We're going to give it to you, and we're going to tell you what our thoughts and stuff is about it. So get yourself a brew.
Turn off the light.
And let's get into the video. Oh, yeah.
I was trying to mime it.
We'd just like to let you know that we have made a second channel. You may have seen us talk about it already, but just in case you haven't, it's happened, all right? It's called More Lainey and Ben. And over there, we're doing more stuff like reactions, vlogs, and just kind of stuff about us. So a lot of people have also said that they can't really find our channel. What?
You're really pretty.
Oh, give our man.
Having a moment, I was trying to hide it.
A lot of people are saying that they can't seem to find us if they search it. So if you go down into the description, you will see the link there. Follow the link, hit subscribe, and here's a little sneak peek of a video that's going to be going out tomorrow.
Oh God, no, the suspense. Stop, please. Oh my God, that was...
Oh my God, please, I beg you leave. I beg you leave. I'm actually so... I know he's like clearly alive and well because he's like made the video, but still, why have you not left? Can't wait to see you over there. Hope you enjoy. Laters. So I'm just jumping on here because quite often in our house we'll get the kind of smell of like perfume. We've had the smell of cigarettes kind of wafted around the house. Neither of us smoke. We've had the kind of smell of smoke and things like this. But tonight we've got this really bad smell of like really stinking egg. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like,
it's like putrid.
Yeah, proper bad. Now, I definitely know it wasn't me. Lainey's claiming it wasn't her.
It wasn't me.
But we just want to know, could this be something paranormal? Is this something paranormal? Like, you guys are the experts in this. We don't really have a clue. So let us know. Is this something common in haunted houses? So the first thing that we're going to try and cover is one evening we were just sat on the sofa, weren't we, watching TV, and this just stank. And I thought like, I was like, Lainey, come on, man, like that, give me some warning on it. And she's like, what are you on about? I thought that was you. And then I was like, no. And then she was like, no. And then before we knew it, we were like,
we were both like, no.
We were like, oh, so it wasn't you, it wasn't me. Who's leaving the rascal smells then? And it just stank, didn't it?
Was that you? Was that you?
Was what, me?
That just moved this?
No.
Was that you?
No.
Well, how did that just happen? I thought it was your feet, and then I just saw where your feet were.
I was looking at you.
What?
What happened?
Oh, I wonder if it went... So the wires moved, and I thought this had moved.
I don't know. I was looking at you.
We'll watch it back.
I don't know. Anyway.
You said no, so I thought it must have been you.
I don't know anymore.
Okay, we'll watch it back.
I'm so confused. Anyway, how would you describe the smell? What was the smell like?
It was like, well, I thought Ben had like really bad like wind. And so I was like, for God's sake. And then you were like, no, I thought it was you or whatever.
Yeah, that's because I thought it was.
But it wasn't either of us. And then it went as quickly as it...
Yeah, like it literally came, hung around for about, what would you say, like half a minute?
Yeah.
And then just as quickly as it came, it left.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, come on, man, that stinks. And you were like, no.
I was like, I'm not taking the blame for that.
There's a little bit of me that still thinks it was you.
There's a little bit of me that is like certain it was you.
It wasn't me.
I actually think that Ben didn't want to admit to how bad it was, so he
blamed the
ghost, and then had to back himself up on it by putting a video out there and pretending like everybody, pretending by asking everybody like what they thought of it, but really he just didn't want to admit to it.
Nah, no chance. Not me. That's not me. What do you guys think? Do you think this could be Lainey still, or do you think this could be something paranormal?
It wasn't me, and right. I would admit if it was me. I don't care. There's no shame.
Moving on to the
We're
next
all friends
video.
here. Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here and quickly tell you about a story that happened to me last night / this morning. That was a bit weird and spooky and a bit freaky. So I'd gone to bed about midnight and was fast asleep, and I woke up maybe 40 minutes later, and when I opened my eyes, there was the outline, like a shadowy outline of what is definitely a male sort of form, and then it disappeared, dematerialized in front of me. So I put it down to maybe it was just my imagination or because I was half asleep, turned over but was lay on my back and dropped off to sleep again. And I was lay with my hand over my stomach like this, and I was woken up to my hand lifting up and being flung away from my body. Again, always trying to look for logical explanation. I thought maybe it was just like an involuntary movement because I'm asleep. Right, I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, like, how could you go back to sleep? But this is not an unusual thing in our house to be interrupted. Just want to say that, as in when we're sleeping. So I continued to try and get to sleep, and I just couldn't. I was not being allowed to. I had my pillow pulled out from under me, not completely, but kind of tugged on me, like tugged at. I felt like a hand grab my foot and pull on that. Just little things like that, noises, knocks and everything. So I give in and I'm like, right, fine, I will get up. What do you want? I get downstairs, I open the door to my living room kitchen, and there's a glass smashed on the floor and my cat is walking through it. It wasn't there when we went to bed. We don't know where the glass came from, but the cupboard door was open. However it happened, I think our spirit was trying to tell us to go down and sort it out before the cat got hurt. I don't know. I hope so. What do you guys think? So this video I have already covered in a previous upload video.
Yeah.
If you are interested in seeing that a little bit more in depth, we'll link it up above. But basically, like I said, we had been in bed. I had been woken up repeatedly. It had gone on and on and on and on for hours. And then I came downstairs because I'd just given up trying to sleep. I kind of acknowledged that there was something waking me and that I was not allowed to sleep. It had never happened like that before.
Yeah, I mean, it got quite like violent, didn't it? Well, not violent, but it got like very touchy-feely. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say don't
like,
say that.
Grabbing
People are gonna
your
think we've got a demon.
Grabbing your feet and pulling your pillows, like it did.
Really did want my attention.
Yeah, it really wanted you out of bed.
And then as soon as I went and sorted out the glass that was smashed on the floor, checked on the cat, I was allowed to go back to sleep again. So it was very strange, but
I think we kind of already covered this one, so we won't go into it too much. But like, definitely think it, like, other people also thought it wanted your attention as well. So
yeah.
definitely wanted to let you know that he's like, Lainey, shit, I broke a glass, man. Come on, wake up. The cat's about to get hurt.
Have you ever experienced anything like this before yourselves? What happened to you? Let us know in the description. We'd love to hear about it.
Definitely. Quick.
Got it. We're just sat here watching The Voice. And look at this. What? Oh, my heart. Oh, I just moved across.
David, can you... No, I'm not asking him to do it again. This one was just absolutely mental. We were just sat watching The Voice. I don't know why we were watching The Voice.
It had come on after the
Beat the Chasers.
Masked Singers.
Ah, yes,
so it was
that
just
was
playing,
it.
And it was just on anyway.
But the as you can see from the start of the video, like the lampshade had started swinging, and that's like kind of when you hear me going, Lainey, come on, get your camera.
Because I was in a hurry trying to catch it, thinking it might stop before I hit record.
Exactly. And then like we did not expect anything else to happen, but to our surprise, it did. Like, as you can see from the video, the photo frame fell over, and we thought, right, that's weird. But then it shuffled across the the cabinet, which was even weirder. That's when Lainey stopped recording, but we shouldn't have stopped recording, which is so gutting.
I know, I was a bit annoyed with
because
myself.
The oil burner on the other side of the cabinet also moved across the cabinet.
It kind of like slid forward.
Yeah.
But you do see at the end of the video, and I hadn't realised until we uploaded it.
Yeah.
You see at the end of the video, it moves slightly first.
Yeah, it starts to move.
And then that first video stops, and then the next video...
Yeah, so we'll play the next video now. Okay, I think we might have stopped recording the frame moving too soon, because shortly after we stopped recording, this white little ornament thing here, which is actually an oil burner, moved as well. Madness. Dave, call it a night, yeah? So as you can see from that video, I'm kind of explaining that, like, you can see where it might have moved from and to. So, like, from the last video, you see it's right at the back. Then it's moved forward, and I'm explaining that it's, like, kind of happened already.
Yeah.
I mean, and then it didn't stop there. That night was freaking bonkers. Like, it didn't stop there because we had a message from our good friend Psychic Sam. We like to call her Psychic Sam. We love a bit of alliteration around here, don't we?
You do.
I absolutely love it. It's like the primary school kid in me. Last night, after experiencing lots of paranormal activity, our psychic friend sent us this. She sent us these messages explaining to us that she was feeling quite stressed because she felt like something else was going to happen. If you want to pause, have a little gander. She then continued to tell us that it has something to do with either the bathroom or a bedroom. So we went, well, I say we, Lainey went for a little investigation. Lainey then discovered that there was actually a tap running in our bathroom. When Lainey had discovered this, she then sent us a message shortly after saying that she felt like the feeling had lifted. Weird. David was clearly trying to tell us that he was not done. She sent us a message saying that she was, she was quite stressed, wasn't she? Well, you got the message, so you explain it.
Right, so she sent a message and she said, something more's going to happen. I'm getting it, like a sense that there's going to be some sort of noise. And so we kind of turned the sound off the TV and we were just sat quietly. We were sat in silence for quite a while. And she was like, has anything happened? Has anything happened? And she was really struggling to let it go because she had this like overwhelming feeling. It was making her anxious, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She was just really like insistent that something more was going to happen. And then a little bit after like telling us that there was going to be noise, she also, she was like, it's going to be like a rumbling sort of sound. Check the bathroom upstairs and check your bedroom. I know it's going to be around there. So because we hadn't heard anything anyway, or hadn't heard, like we'd heard little bits and stuff, but we weren't 100% sure.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go upstairs and check. And I'm annoyed because what I did was I hit record and filmed myself going up the stairs on our chat.
Yeah.
On Instagram, and so it went after Sam had viewed it. I thought it was going to stay in the chat, and I wish I had kept it or been able to keep it because I would have been able to show you guys. But I did. I recorded going up the stairs, and when I got to the bathroom upstairs, the tap was running. While I had gone upstairs and was walking up the stairs and I turned the tap off, more messages from Sam came through, and she's like, "Oh, this feeling's lifting now. It's going."
Yeah.
And then it had completely eased, and then I sent her the video of the tap being turned on.
It's mental. Like,
so psychically she'd been totally aware that more was going to happen, and then as soon as I'd noticed it had happened, she had felt it being lifted.
Yeah, to be fair,
Just crazy.
This whole experience felt like David was just like, right, I hope you had a nice Christmas off, bitches. Like, I am back for good, and let me show you what I can do.
I think he was annoyed because we'd taken the Christmas decorations down.
Yeah, he was just like, where's my baubles? A little tantrum. Lainey.
What?
Can you hear that?
I thought that was you.
No?
I thought that was you in the kitchen.
No? Weird. This one was one that I was in the kitchen at the time and Lainey was sat in the living room and I heard the door behind me rattling and I thought, that's weird, like maybe it's like a draft or something. But then
I just assumed it was Ben pottering about the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like as in the noise.
But then it started like getting quite intense. Like it was really like heavy, like there was literally someone on the other side, like or on our side, like kind of rattling it.
So
and
Ben called on me and he's like, Lainey, and I was like, yeah. And then I heard him go, Lainey, and then I jump up, and that's when you hear, like you see that in the video. So I jump up and I'm walking along, and I'm like, I thought it was you.
I was like, no, it's not me. And then like as I'm like turning back around, you can see the handle come down and then like fling back up. And I'm like, right, I've got to put my big boy pants on it. I don't know what came over me.
You're getting braver, Ben.
I don't know what came over me because like I look back on myself and I'm like, why are you doing that? You're an idiot. Someone could have killed you. Anyway.
Yeah,
I went through the door, but like I show up the stairs, because like otherwise people will be like, oh, they're hidden around the corner or something. I'm like, no. So I showed
There'll
everywhere.
Always be people who have thoughts like that. It doesn't matter.
It was so weird because it just went on for I don't know. There was a few times it happened before I started recording.
He just keeps doing it until we acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Or like we give it the focus. You know?
But I was on the front line with this one.
You were. I'm very proud of you.
But not as on the front line as the next one. David, man, I'm actually getting pretty sick of your shit, you know. Like the amount of fucking Christ. Fuck's sakes, man. No, shut the fuck up. This one was just mental. So, just to give you a bit of backstory as to like how this whole came about. I went out to work. I was only working because like a lot of schools are kind of open for certain children and stuff.
So Ben's hours are like very different. He's spending quite a bit more time
at home on my own.
I'm in work like normal hours as well, so I'm not home a lot.
No.
So you spend a lot of time by yourself here.
I actually do. But so I came in from work. I've gone through to the kitchen to kind of check on the boy, aka Boo, and then get myself a drink. And once I've got like all that sorted, I head upstairs to get changed out of my work uniform and just get ready to chill out. And while I was upstairs, I heard like this just awful noise that just went on for what it felt like forever, but it was probably just about 10 seconds.
It does feel like forever when it's prolonged though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You're like, will it ever stop?
The thing is, when it happens, I don't know if anyone's ever experienced this, but if you start hearing noises and you know you're home alone, it might just be me, but I hold my breath. I'm like, because I don't want to breathe because I want to hear it.
But also, it's the shock of if it was one quick noise, you'd be like, oh, what was that? And you can kind of like write it off. But when it goes on, and then you're like, there is what is that? It's definitely still going on. You can't deny it, can you?
Well, that's it. But I came downstairs. I've got my camera because I'm like, if something's happened and I don't get it on camera, you're gonna be annoyed with me. You're going to be annoyed with me, and I'm going to be annoyed with me. So I go in.
Also, we've not really got a story to share if you don't have your camera on.
Well, that's it. But I go into the kitchen and I just see the cutlery is everywhere. Like it literally, the drawer has been ransacked. Like the cupboard's been open. There's things out of the cupboard. It's just so much mess. And after this week, I'm getting pretty annoyed with it all. Like not annoyed in the sense that I don't like that it's happening. Just annoyed in the sense that there's lots of mess. And no, it's who's got to be the one to clean it up? And like when there's cutlery all over the floor, you're like,
just leave it for me next time for me getting home.
But I'm like expressing my dissatisfaction with David's antics, and I heard the door slam behind me. That shit me up, right? Proper shit me up because I'm already like, for fuck's sake. But now I'm shit up. So I turn around, door's shut, go through, show there's nothing there, and then as I'm turning back around, the tripod has fallen over and it's just laying there and I'm just like, oh my God.
That's him because you're like, oh, I'm sick of it, David. And then he's like, you want some more then? You want some more?
He sees it as a challenge. Nonetheless, it was a pretty cool experience.
Oh, there you go then.
But yeah, I was straight on the blower to you when I was like,
you were...
hello. Something happened.
Do you want to explain why your cup of tea is sitting on the stairs?
Yes.
Because so many people have asked it, and when you showed me that video, my first thought was, why is there a cup of tea there?
So cup of tea's there because I made it, I took it upstairs, and while I was upstairs, it was still in my hand, so it just came back down with me. And I didn't want it going flying everywhere. And also, if it was a burglar, I need a right hand to kind of get some swings in. You know?
So that's interesting. You wouldn't be afraid to fight off a burglar, but you're afraid of a ghost.
I can see a burglar.
I think I'd be more afraid of a burglar.
I could see a burglar. And also, I know I can like hit a burglar. I can't hit a ghost. I'll be swinging at fresh air. Get over it, David.
Just windmilling like that.
Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time.
So that rounds up the past month's experiences.
Mostly like this week.
Yeah, we had a quieter Christmas, didn't we? So.
Yeah, I reckon he just had a Christmas off. He was like, right, you guys, I'm just going to take a break.
Just going to let you have a nice, quiet Christmas. Have you ever had any experiences like this before yourselves? Share your stories with us. We always love to hear them.
We do. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content like this. And go and check out our Spooky Sunday playlist that's kind of stacked with everything that we've experienced so far in this house. And also, So you get notified whenever we upload. You can tickle my little bell and then you will get notified whenever we upload. And come and find us on our social medias as well as @Lainey and Ben on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. You cannot miss us. Like literally just put in Lainey and Ben on your Google search and it'll just come up with everything. So all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching.
We appreciate each and every single one of you guys.
And peace.
Ding.
Dong. Ding dong, darling.
Darling.